Alrighty, welcome back to Act 2, which is also part 2 of our playthrough. So, starting right off, I actually do want to go back into Act 1, so you just click on the little tab, click on the little thing that has the little house icon, that's to go back right into town. We're actually going to be picking up Flame Dash. It is optional technically, but I do want to pick up Flame Dash. So we're just typing Flame, maybe we'll get Flame Dash. And the reason why I want to pick up Flame Dash is because it is technically a little bit faster in some ways versus Frostblink, and so we will use it. The reason why is because it gets multiple charges, but the way the charges work, with Frostblink you can kind of get more in a sense, but let's go ahead and ID this, see if we can get +1. Nope, okay. And as far as the gloves go, we could kind of swap these off. Let's see if these are an upgrade. Now, what does it grant us? You know, it gives us life on kill, so we'll swap it out because currently the other one doesn't really do anything. The Phantasm support can also be swapped, and we could probably drop that pretty soon as well. Like, we don't really need it. The helmet, yeah, sure, let's go see what it is. I guess it's intelligence. Can we offset? We do want a green socket. Unfortunately, we are out a blue socket, which is our frost bomb. I don't actually need this frost bomb anymore. We could just put it in here. It doesn't really matter. Just using it since this one's going to give us some extra armor, which will help us with survivability. So, the only thing we really changed, Flame Dash. Now we're going to go to Act 2, and we're going to go on the right side. This act actually has 2 different exits, but we are also streaming on this part of our playthrough. But hello, right? Yes, it is a new season of PoE, so new content. Summon all of our stuff again. Make sure your buffs are all activated, because sometimes when you do swap, like a gem or something, you may have to reactivate some stuff. So we'll summon all of our minions again. And we're going to go to the den. And we're also going to go pick up some extra damage and health nodes very soon. So now what I want to do is path down here. We're going to actually pick up Retribution, which will give us some more damage. But yeah, this is what Flame Dash looks like. It has a weird little delay, so don't spam all 3 of them at once. Otherwise, you will definitely feel the delay. And what we're hopefully going to be getting is some Orbs of Alchemy in this playthrough, and I'll show you how to buy and sell items. We're just looking for specifically a boss here. And in this act, we will actually be getting 2 different auras that will reduce our mana even further, but they'll give us a massive amount of extra damage. Alright, so we're going to kill the Great White Beast. Spam an Absolution, and our damage is really good. So you can see that 18%, that's what the shock does. What's that? Is it linked? No, it's not linked. Okay. So now that we've killed them, we can go to the old fields, and we can kind of continue on. This is our first shrine. You just click on it, and it'll grant us whatever buff it is labeled on it. We're going to go ahead and actually buff the enemies, see if we can get some rewards with the Sentinel League. Rogue Exile hopefully won't be too difficult. And we'll also get some extra mana very, very soon. Extra mana regen. Okay, they dropped quite a bit on that one. Well, we have an essence. That's awesome. That'll be very helpful. You get everything? Okay, look at all those items that dropped. Like, that was a lot. If you hit Z and then reactivate it, sometimes it'll resort the items. So we'll see if there's anything good here. So you can do a couple things with these essences. So sometimes there'll be these monsters. They're kind of like inside this little frozen thing. And what you do is you kill them, and then they'll drop an essence. And what the essence is really good for is specifically getting a white item like this, and we can convert it into a yellow item. But it'll roll whatever thing that it says on it to grant you that bonus effect. So right now there really isn't anything that we really benefit off of with, like, let's say cold damage. Cold resistance is okay, but if I have any like white items, I could roll it. Like for example, this coral ring, which grants us life, I can roll it. I'm just going to show you guys how to use it right now. And then bam, we got extra cold damage, some lightning, increased attack speed. The rest of the stats don't really matter. Like, we got 10% fire res off it. The rest is almost like not usable, but that's okay. That's totally fine. And as far as our gloves go, if we can get these will give us a green socket, which is actually kind of nice. We're going to identify both these. We got damage added to attacks, some mana. What does our current ones do? We got life on kill. Both of these are basically useless. We could look at these stats. Like, this one grants us armor, which is totally fine. But we're going to go up and we'll hopefully get the waypoint pretty soon. And then we'll go back into town, get the reward for killing that Great White Beast. And that reward will grant us some things to choose from. Ooh, that thing hit really hard. See how we're shocked? Yeah, we're gonna need to get some resistances pretty soon, and that will help out. Ooh, we got a power core. Ooh, okay, so let's see what this does. This has to do with the new mechanic. That's why those enemies were so difficult. We'll read what the heck this power core does in a second, because this is new mechanics. I really want to give us all these gauntlets. Bronze Stalker Sentinel, okay. So let's see what this thing does. So it destroys 2 sentinels to create a fully charged sentinel combined with their properties. Sometimes the resultant is modified. Okay, let's just use it. So we just throw one of these in here. Oh, it has to be identified, I'm guessing. Whoops, I don't need to open with that. Destroys 2 sentinels. Huh. Do we have to like throw it in here? Oh, you have to put 2. Oh, I don't have 2 right now. Unless can I select this one? Oh, it's at the top. Okay, let's just see what happens. Alright, we're kind of taking some damage over here. Alright, cool. So now let's throw this in. So we just used the new mechanic. Was it smart to do it? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, so we got more skill points over here. And like I said, we're going to be pathing down here. We can get this extra damage, extra HP. And that will be very nice for us to have. So also, can't forget to start leveling up our stuff. There's the waypoint. And now that we hit the waypoint, we're going to go back into town. I'm going to actually pick up a thing for us to go even faster. So just talk to everyone with the exclamation mark on their head. I think Yuna gives us the reward. Okay, here we go. We want the Quicksilver Flask. This can give you resistances. It's like nice as well, but like I would much rather get the speed. Also check Yuna. She can also happen to have items like this is a triple blue that could be used. What I would actually want to do is try to get an Orb of Alchemy. So we'll eventually get one of those, and then we'll actually show off how to buy and sell stuff. Well, actually looking at buying, not selling, not yet, at least. So this one grants us, let's see, we get extra fire res. What does this grant us? That's good. Cold resist, really nothing else besides the cold resist, but I can't use this anyways because I don't read the requirements for the strength. So let's go ahead and throw that on. Cold resist, 15 to strength. Okay, that will actually be kind of good. Let's, we don't really need to have the Holy Flame Totem anymore. Like, honestly, this could still be used for zombies. But if we throw on these, now we can use this because we have the strength requirements. And that will be a little bit better. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, I definitely want raised zombies somewhere. I have to have clarity. Right now, we're kind of in the situation where we're out of the colors that we want. Now, this has energy shield, so if I was to throw a chrome on it, it's a high chance for blue. So, there we go. It has high chance for blue as well as red. So that's great. And if I wanted to, I can offset all of these on there. So that's great for that. And then Holy Flame Totem, I guess I could still use it right there. There we go. And now I can get rid of these 2 things. So just small little upgrades. And we got 2 alchemy shards off that, so that's nice. And once we get 20 alchemy shards, we'll get an Orb of Alchemy, and I can use that to go buy something else. We're going to go replace this mana flask, because that one gives us less. I'll keep the heal ones. Phantasm Support. If I could put it on like zombies, that'd be great, actually. Yeah, there we go. And I have an extra red in the zombies, so I can look up maybe that there's a support gem once we can buy it from her. We can always go back to Act 1 also, and actually get it. But now I can actually still level up my Absolution because we were at a strength like wall, basically. But we'll get more strength very, very soon. Over on the tree, if you do run into strength problems, there's this over here, which gives you 20 strength and dex, and then it gives you also all resist. So we'll actually pick up this next. We'll get some life, but I wanted to get this one next, and that will give us the strength, but it'll also give us cast speed, which I really love. Cast speed is one of the most important stats. Hello, Shiki, how you doing? Oh, you want to hook me up with some stuff from PoE? I appreciate it, Shiki, but I'm doing a playthrough, so I don't want to take any items yet. But I appreciate it. Hello, Skizzy. I'm not even in maps yet. Hey, dude, I'm doing that full playthrough. You know how long it takes to render a 12 gig file and then upload it to YouTube, wait for it to convert? It takes some time. Oh, I won't be able to use it. Oh, okay. What item did you get, Shiki? You want to link me it? I think I have, let me, like, turn on whispers. There we go. Because I had it disabled because sometimes... Well, actually, I don't even have anything listed for, like, sale yet. Not in this league, but, you know, sometimes people will whisper you out of league. it happens. Anyways, going back to what we're trying to do right now, we're trying to look for the an enemy to kill. So right now we're in the broken bridge. Oh, cluster jewel, nice. So this is like the essence. This was the thing I was talking about earlier. So we'll kill that guy, and he'll drop that essence. Is this the essence of fear? That's like the one that we actually want. Oh, whoa, okay. Fear is the one that we want. Ooh, this is a chest piece that has like maybe the colors that we want. Yeah, it is indeed. And we'll roll the essence on it. Let's see what we get. So we got lightning resistance. It's like whatever. It's not really that big of a deal in terms of what else it does. Get that upgraded lightning damage, and hopefully very soon we will be getting a 4-linked. And you can run 4 links almost towards the end of the game, but we'll definitely get 5 link. Oh, it's just a cluster jewel for minions. Oh, feasting fiends called the slaughter. That's really good. We need a blessed renewal. That's like the one thing that you pretty much need to have. Technically, you can play without it, but I would not recommend playing this build without it. And I'll mention what the heck a cluster jewel is later down the line. Oh, you're not going to be able to start the league till Monday? Excuse me, I gotcha. Yeah. Well, it's okay. At least that way the market will be very cheap, and by that time I can hook you up with some leveling gear. Well, builder we're playing? Well, I'm going to level and fully play through Skelly Mages / Absolution because they're basically the same thing. But what I want to play is I'll probably go Arc. That was so much fun. But that build is not very like beginner friendly. At all. So we get the waypoint over here, and we'll look for the next area to go to. We min-maxing. Hey, last time we did everything that we could do. Okay, so what we're looking for is this bridge over here that you'll see all these like wooden like stakes. Kind of built a little makeshift fence. So Act 2 is all about killing all of these guys. So we're gonna kill all of them. Later down the line, if we want to, we can kill them all. If we want to help him, this is the stats we get. If we kill him, we will, well, we can either get 2 skill points by killing all the bandits, which I eventually will do. However, I always like to get Alira first, and I'll show you guys what Alira does when we get to her. Alira gives us mana regen as well as all resistances, and I recommend every single person to get that if they're a beginner player. The reason why is mana regen is a really huge problem in Path of Exile early on, and it basically solves that issue completely. And so we also need to go for the lab trial, which is in, I got all my notes on the side over here. So Act 2, there isn't really anything that will give us a quest. Technically, there's one that you go back to Act 1, but it is in Chamber of Sins level 2 for Act 2. So that's where we got to go. So let's go back to the other side now that we have this waypoint. And we got another skill point, so we're going to put it in right here. Now we'll have the extra strength that we need. And we can talk to them, but the only thing that really matters is later.
That would just make life.
We're going to be getting a bonus to our stats with the bandit that we kill. And now we have 2 of those movement speed flash. So we're gonna go much faster now. The game gets faster and faster as we like go on, just like any other action RPG. We're gonna go to the top over here first, so we can go kill him. Well, we actually kind of want the waypoint over here because it'll make it easy later. So we'll go summon our skeletons and just keep moving. And hopefully we can get about 2 orbs of alchemy would be good. Let's go ahead and actually activate this thing too, because I don't want to activate it during Oak. So we'll go make these things super strong. 4+ chest level. This actually might be pretty difficult, but we're gonna see if we can kill it. Oh, this one's currency. There we go. Come on, Chaos Orb. Oh, Jeweler's Orb. Jeweler's Orbs are still good, but it's not what we were looking for. Alright. Transmutation, augmentation. These are all still like good things to have earlier on. You know, small little amount of currency. But the little icon of the like, it looks like one head that's kind of split into 2. It's gold. That is the currency icon, like money. And by money, it's not like gold in the game, but it's like the things that can modify your gear, like the chromatic orbs, any of those types of things would be currency. And over here we can get the extra strength, because I want to make sure we can keep Absolution leveled up. So we'll grab those 2 nodes. So we can throw down our stuff here. We can even throw like some burning ground in the front. So like as soon as he spawns in, because we're going to also kill him, but those are the benefits that we get if we save him. Or just not kill him. But Alira is the one that we're going to side with. Or you can side with none and get 2 extra skill points. However, the mana regen, the all resistance, technically you also get crit, but crit doesn't really matter for our build. So we get the amulet. Oh, we got a shield. We get that +1. Okay. So now that we've killed him, we're going to go look for the waypoint, and then we'll dip out and go back to go help the other bandit. So right now we're in the wetlands, and there is a waypoint somewhere that we can grab for later.
When I'm ready,
hopefully we can find it. But this level's 19, so we're pretty much adequately leveled. Remember, you don't have to kill everything, but stopping for the yellows is always good. Alright. Might be actually going towards... Okay, there it is. So what this is a Tormented Spirit. If you've ever played Diablo 3, it's like the goblins. Although their loot isn't very good in Path of Exile, they really should buff those things. As far as the drop goes. Later we'll be getting those tree roots. So now we're going to be going back to the riverways. That's basically when we're going on to the left. What build are we playing? We're going to be playing Absolution / Skelly Mages, but then I'm going to swap this into Arc later. I kind of want to try an auto cast, like an auto bomber. Those are really fun to do, but those are super expensive and they're not like, you know, a great league starter friendly kind of a thing. This guy is like insane. What the heck is this monster? Way too strong. Alright, there we go. So this is Einhar. He'll capture a beast. So like you get the beast to like low HP. And then it'll eventually just be captured by him. That's his mechanic. And he also helps you fight. He's like he's an NPC. You can find him also towards the end game for some mechanics. Wow, that thing was just so incredibly strong. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that Sentinel out. And ooh, there we go, Victaro's Flight. These are some boots that will grant us extra movement speed. That's all they really do. They grant our minions movement speed too. It's a great little like leveling unique, but it's not going to be like super important. In fact, does it have the right colors? Would I have to offset a flame dash? I have to have flame dash, so that's the thing. Let me see if I can find something else to swap out. I can't swap anything else out here. I guess maybe raise Phantasm support. So I'll identify this and I'll show you guys what it does. Like I said, it's Victaro's Flight. We need dexterity to use this, so next one, hopefully, yeah, we can get the dexterity requirements for it. But I'm really looking forward to getting a better... Actually, a helm would be great too. Okay, let's see if this will grant us +1. Okay. What I'm really looking forward to is getting a +1. A +1/+1. Or, well, just +1 actually. To either all skills or lightning. All skills will be very expensive at the start. But you can get items with like +all to skill gems and then +1 to lightning. But that's kind of unrealistic now. Okay, got that transmutation. Always pick up the transmutations. Anything in like the golden text, you want to kind of pick up. Yeah, we're just trying to look for the next zone. And I think we have found it. The Western Force. It's all nice and like blue in here. It looks kind of cool. So there's Einhar. If you want to talk to him, you can. He'll kind of help you. But I just don't really like the mechanic. And I feel like it's just kind of a waste of time. But if you want to, feel free to go talk to him. Wait, we're going to get up this one. There we go. Also, strength will give you more life. The more strength you have, the more life you'll have. But like, your life nodes will usually be better, like the life percent versus like, let's say 10 strength. But usually for Path of Exile, they're just used as a stat requirement, with the exception of Previously for minion builds, it used to stack an insane amount of strength, and what that would do is give you more zombies, but that build is dead. It doesn't really exist anymore. It was called like the Baron Zombies. I played it. It was good. It was OP, but it doesn't work anymore because it's nerfed. But let's go ahead and go to Alira. So with Alira, the 5 mana per second is amazing, and that 15 all resist. The crit strike multiplier, it's there, but it doesn't really matter because we have no like crit chance to really scale. So we're gonna actually help her. And now we're going to go get this, and we are good. But if you want to, you can kill her and get 2 more skill points, but I just really like the mana because we're going to be getting some auras very soon. That will be very, very nice to have extra mana, so we don't run to the situation where we just like don't have mana to play the game. But if we get like 1 or 2 auras of alchemy, we should be able to afford something to go buy. We'll do that very soon. So right after we help her, I'll level up that Holy Flame Totem. What we should be doing is going towards usually the bottom left, and there's actually 2 different areas we need to still go to. So the Western Force, we're looking to help Alira, and in addition to that, we are looking to find a boss to kill, and we're going to go for this Weaver's Chamber. This thing might be like, is this going to be like too hard? Oh, there's Einhard popped up anyways. I guess like he automatically goes through. I thought you would click on him if you wanted to interact, but I guess he's just like, no, he's coming no matter what. We need some corpses. Okay. But yeah, sometimes you can juice up a monster too hard, and if it has like some sort of regen, like this one has Vampiric, so I'd have to stop it from regenning. We might not be able to actually kill this monster, and that's because again the league mechanics sometimes early on are just like so ridiculous that like you're realistically not going to be able to kill it. But I'm going to still try. Okay, I think we can get it down. It's just such a rough boss fight. But if it drops something really good, it could be worth it. But you can see it's regenning. There are things that you can get so you can make it so they don't regen. Man, I'm killing this thing. Come on. We got to get it in between when it's like regenning. Woo, we got it. Oh, no, we just leveled up. Okay. There we go. Now Einhard can get it. Whew. Okay, we got a amulet over here.
Too much clutter.
A circlet. Okay, we can actually replace. So this is the. Oh, we don't need this. This is the thing I wanted to grab for one of like the gems. All right, so we can use Victaro's Flight. I need to put the Flame Dash somewhere else. We'll put it over here. And I want to use Victaro's Flight. It just gives us movement speed. So here's what it does in total. It gives us extra, what is it? 15% movement speed and then 10% increased movement speed for us and our allies. So that should mean that we get on movement speed. We have plus 17. So you see we're at -8, and it's because this also gives us minus movement speed, but it's like a hidden stat. But yeah, great stuff indeed. Actually, were we under something? 17. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and do this. Okay, so now we have to kill the Blackguards. And this is actually a skill point quest that it's kind of in Act 2/1, because how it works is you kill them. Well, one of them drops it. There we go. It drops this green thing. We put the green thing inside the seal, and that will open up the path to Act 1. So if I wanted to go to Act 1, I could just go right now. But what I'm going to look for is actually the waypoint here. And then we can do it. We can grab a skill point, and then we'll put it the skill points. Okay. Oh, wait. Did we get the waypoint? Sometimes I forget if we get the waypoint. I'm pretty sure we would have clicked on it, but since it's like right here, might as well. And the Weaver Chamber should probably be up and to the left, and we can actually open up a new instance so I can re-get XP. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Act 1, and one of the guys will give us a skill point,
Just make life complicated.
and I'm going to be able to sell all this like junk that I have. So we're going to sell. Let's get rid of this. Wait, was this the thing we just got? It's fine. We can get rid of this because it wasn't really that good. It didn't roll with the stats that I wanted. And then now we'll get the chromatic. I guess we can identify this, see what it does. Okay, not really too useful right now. Arcane Surge, it's not a bad thing to have. I probably won't use it. I'm not going to use Holy Relic. Flesh Offering, if I had room, I guess I could use it now. So let's go talk to Bestel. And he's going to give us a skill point. So we'll get that. Now we got 2 skill points to put in, so we can get in extra stats over here. extra life if I want life. This is great. This is 30 life plus another 10%. Massive amount of survivability. And now we're going to be actually specking out to get some more damage, but we're going to go this way. We can actually get damage by getting this as well. I'm not going to benefit off the elemental damage, but I really like getting all of our resistances pretty high up. Like right now, let's make sure my face isn't blocking everything. Oh, okay, cool. You guys can see this. So fire, cold, lightning resistance are the only thing that really matter. Chaos resistance will matter at more so towards the end game, but we'll max out all the resistances. So now that we've finished that, we're going to go back to the Western Forest. If I want to open up a new instance for XP, I can hold control. If you want to do that, you can. But I'm feeling pretty comfortable now. Yeah. See, the thing with the Iron Heart mechanic is like he has to come over, and sometimes he's just a little slow. Like the AI on him, it takes a second, so, and it can be frustrating because you're sitting there like, come on, hurry up. Let's grab the wisdom, level up the lightning. And I could get like any other support gem for like the zombies. The zombies do physical damage, so I can get like physical damage or brutality, which increases physical as well. There's a couple of like support gems that you can get that would help out with the zombies damage, but the zombies really don't do that much damage. They're just there as a meat shield. And we're gonna continue going. Yeah, but another, like, I think that gives us 12 resistance. And it'll pretty much make us really comfortable except for lightning resistance, which we will need in the next act. I'll get the whetstone. What I'm really trying to get right now is an orb of alchemy. And you can sell some uniques to get alchemy shards. What this is, by the way, is an area that you can go to. It's a Vol side area, which can actually give you some Vol skills. Vol skills are basically super skills. The chances of getting the one we need is pretty slim, but we would want to get Vol summon skeletons. We'll talk more about that later, but for right now, I just want to get through the campaign and finish the content almost as quickly as possible. So now these monsters are being empowered by the new mechanic. I'm hoping they'll eventually drop some stuff. Okay, maybe this one will drop some stuff that's good, but this is going to make it pretty hard. You got to read some of the modifiers. There's an Orb of Alchemy. It took us so long to get one Orb of Alchemy, but once we get two, I'm hoping we get two before we fight the boss, and I'll show you guys what we can do with the Orbs of Alchemy. We can probably get a nice little upgrade on this. This is 360 life. Okay, let's go through this. And don't worry about the quality. If the item does have quality, you can save it. I don't think it's worth it though, to be honest. It's like picking up pennies. But if you get enough quality on gems, as well as on flask, you can get like a modifier to increase the stats on the flask. But I just buy them. It'll be much more worth your time to just buy them for the most part. So we're just gonna keep on killing some stuff. The key to Path of Exile is usually just don't hold still. That's usually how you die in the game. Very soon we're gonna be getting awesome upgrade. We're gonna get our skitter bots, which is one of the most OP auras I think in the entire game, and I'm surprised it has not been nerfed. So we get the spike, we got a goat's horn, which could increase our damage. Nice stuff indeed. So we talk to Silk. So we're gonna go back to character screen so we can save ourselves a free town portal and go right back in. And we have another skill point over here. So if we want to, I could get some more resistances. I kind of want more damage. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with my stats. Actually, you know what? This gives us what? It gives us 24 LE damage too, but like it doesn't increase our minions' LE damage. We can go up here and get the extra minion attack and cast speed. I actually really like getting that early on too. We're gonna go this way now, and we're gonna get this node over here, just so we can have extra life. Then I'm gonna get the extra 10% increased life. I'm gonna get a lot more. But hello, Cat Plant. How you doing? Have I played the Overwatch 2 beta? I have indeed. They're actually releasing a new patch for support, which is pretty cool. But I think they need more than one character if they want to really make like an impact on the players. Alright. So we talk to Silk, and we'll be able to get, we can get minion speed support, which is actually kind of nice. We get elemental focus. So an ailment, we're actually going to be, we can pick up that one. There's also Predator support, which is actually kind of nice. Which is kind of like where you actually have to signal your minions attack. I don't like it because I'm really lazy. So right now what would be really great is either Control Destruction or Elemental Focus. I personally don't really care about crit strike chance because we're just looking to get more damage off of it. We're going to pick up this one. Well, you can pick up the other one as well. They're both like viable. We don't have room for it now, but if we can get 3 blues, 1 red, then we can go and do that. They've only added 1 character. Yeah, I mean, I want more content too. I mean, it's better that they still release, you know, something versus not having any content. But yeah. So next we got to go to the other area, Intruders in Black. So it'll be right at the crossroads. Now we're going to go back up. And once we finish this quest, we will be getting some extra stuff. We're also going to be needing to do another Trial of Ascendancy, which is in the Chamber of Sins. You've never played Path of Exile? Well, it's kind of like Diablo. I don't know if you've ever played like Diablo or Torchlight. But very, very complex game. Like, this is the skill tree. And it seems overwhelming for a lot of people. But I like that kind of stuff. When I see like there's so many like different designs in a game like Torchlight Infinite actually has insane amount of content as well. But I love action RPGs. It's one of my favorite like genres of games, where like you have character, you level up, you kill stuff, you get like items, you have like, you know, your boots, your rings. I guess it's not really like League of Legends in the sense. I mean, it is technically isometric and there's items, but like it's primarily PvE based. There is a battle royale for the game, but I would say it's a lot less popular. But I think Diablo 4 is going to try to support PvP, and I've always wanted Path of Exile to try more with PvP. It does have like Capture the Flag. Like, I used to play that all the time. In Unreal Tournament, Capture the Flag was so much fun. But, I don't know, I feel like nowadays every game wants to have Battle Royale. I'm surprised the new Halo game didn't have it. I should play Valorant. Ooh, that's not my game. Valorant is sit by and wait. You know, you gotta peek corners. I don't know, I like my games like Unreal, Quake. Oh, awesome, extra news, if any of you guys like Doom, I'm not sorry, Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem Forever, the real Duke Nukem Forever. Someone leaked it the other day, and I was really excited about it because I love like classic first-person shooter games like Hexen. I love those kind of games. And yeah, someone leaked it, and they're gonna be actually building it, and they're gonna be releasing a build of it. You heard about the new Duke game? Yeah, that's really cool. Because the newest Duke Nukem game, Duke Nukem Forever, it wasn't the hottest game. I went back, actually played it in 2020, and I was like, was it that bad? Because sometimes, you know, I like to revisit games because I play them as a kid and I just don't like them, and then now I'm like, okay, no, I like it. Like, for example, Dragon Age 1, when I first played it, when it first came out, I was like, I don't really like it because I liked Mass Effect. And then I played it like a couple years later, I'm like, dude, this game's amazing. How did I not enjoy this game? All right, so important thing though. In Chamber of Sins Level 2, there is a Trial of Ascendancy, so we're going to be doing it. So it's another one of those little like puzzle things. Which we can kill this thing over here first, and then we can go back and find it. So we don't have to double back. Dragon Age Origins, yeah. You know, there's a new Dragon Age game coming out, since we're talking about like RPGs. But I've always preferred the real-time like combat in like Mass Effect versus Dragon Age. It's like you can kind of pause and wait, if that makes any sense. I like my games fast. And there's gonna be a new Mass Effect game. That's another like RPG that I'm super excited about. And then also Diablo Immortal, another action RPG coming out with that. It's a mobile game, but there is gonna be a PC release, and I've already played the alpha betas of Diablo Immortal, and there's a decent amount of content for that game as well. I'm just curious to see how they actually release the microtransactions, because that's going to be a big part of the game's success or failure, depending on how they handle it. I think the game will be successful, honestly, regardless, even if they make it super pay to win, because it's Diablo, and there are people that really like Diablo. Like, I really like Diablo. I have that giant poster in the back. Diablo 2 is like one of the best action RPGs. A lot of games to play. Yeah. I always keep myself busy with lots of games. So I like trying out new things too, and eventually, like, one day I'd like to make my own game, so I always try to think about, like, cool and innovative ideas. Alright, here we go. So Chamber Ascends level 2. Somewhere in here, we will find the Trial of Ascendancy. So these ones have spinning sawblades, just don't get touched by them, and you'll be fine. You can actually dash past them too. You see, they do a pretty good amount of damage, but you can just dash right past them. Some of these enemies you can't hit. So, what's funny is they'll put these switches, and if you see if I hit the switch, it just locks me in. There will be fake switches, as in, like, they don't actually do anything, but it's to try to, like, teach you how to do these, because later, there's, like, more puzzles in the game, and there are certain things where they just won't do anything. Try to focus in on these guys with, like, the long hair, the big guys in the back, because they'll just keep on resurrecting the little, like, guys are like necromancers. Okay, so now that we've solved this trial, let's then see if we go hit, well, for me it's you. We go to Helena, and we're going to go talk to her. So we can use a portal here, or we can log out, do the log out trick, which is also another viable option, but I'm just going to do this, because we actually have some. So now, we have the option to get our Herald. We want the Herald of, where's Herald of Purity? Or I guess we can get Desecrate too. But what I want to actually get, I guess we have to take Desecrate. So what this does, this is actually pretty helpful. It spawns corpses. So if there's no corpses for our zombies to be generated, because on boss fights, bosses will kill your minions. And sometimes there's no other things to get more minions, so that's what you gotta do. So now with Helena over here, we can hopefully buy some other gems. So we can get Cruelty. This is more damage. We can actually check if it works with zombies. It does. I have 4 alterations, so we'll get this. We'll make them do a little bit more damage. They generally don't do that much damage, so it's not like an important thing. The thing that would be important is the Herald of... Can we get Herald of Purity? Okay, here it is. Herald of Purity. This is the thing that actually matters. So we want Herald of Purity. And then also we can get... can we get Skitterbots now? Oh, yes. Skitterbots. All right, this is good. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we got to go back to the root of problems. So that's going to be in the wetlands. Sorry, my face is blocking it, but yeah, it's just on the map. It's wetlands. It's yeah, I wish I could move this here. I'll move my face out of the way, and you guys see. It's just this one. If you open up the quest log thing, it'll show you exactly where to go. But yeah, we go over here, and now with this, the spike, which is what we just got, we can now go to the Vault Ruins. And so now we're going to activate Herald of Purity and Skitterbots. You can see we don't have very much mana now, but that's the sacrifice we're going to be making. But later, we will be getting this. Actually, I might just rush it. Like, I won't even get the Purity of Flesh. I really want to have my mana, like, not messed up. Because right now, we can only cast a couple times. But I'll explain what Skitterbots do. So Skitterbots will automatically chill as well as shock the enemies. So that makes them take more damage, which is really good. The Herald of Purity, now we have another minion that comes out and it just does more damage. And it's great. So we got a massive DPS buff. So the Skitterbots will shock everything at like 15%, I believe, at the start. So that's 15% extra damage that they'll be taking. We got a unique. This unique is absolutely terrible. I will show you what it does. We'll make this boss. Oh, got a fuser. Okay. So what a fuser will do is attempt to link sockets. So, you know, sometimes the sockets weren't linked. We will be able to have that. Am I going to TwitchCon? I'm not sure about it. It depends on what they have, you know, like at TwitchCon. It'd be cool if I made a game. Yeah, I would always have, like, if I ever made a video game, I would want to have like really cool innovation. Like, I feel like games have gotten so boring within the past few years. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm a boomer, but like I like games like Portal where like there's actual like, wow, that's really new and interesting versus, oh, there's another bad guy, kill him. And you have like the generic open world, go over here, claim it, you know, cleanse this area, and now it's like, you know, not corrupted or whatever. It's like, it's kind of the same thing a lot of the open world games. You're not the only one that feels that way? Awesome. But Path of Exile definitely tries to innovate, and I respect him for that. Call of Duty actually just released like one of the weirdest updates ever. Because like, I've never been a fan of World War shooters because like they limit themselves on what they can like kind of do. But they added King Kong and Godzilla in Call of Duty. I'm just like, wow, that's a surprise. You know, in like World War. You're out of touch with the Twitch community. You want to come back to the Twitch community? I mean, I know that like there are a lot of people that stream on Twitch and they move to YouTube because the recent like announcement where like basically some people are going to be getting paid. Well, everyone's getting essentially paid the same because the rev split will across the board be 50-50. But like for me, I just want to play games. I think that it's going to actually stop the exclusivity deal, so then, like I can actually stream on YouTube, which I really don't care. Like regardless of where I stream, it's just Twitch was the place before, like, because YouTube didn't have stream, you know? But now we're in the Vault Ruins, we just gotta basically keep on working our way up. Don't go in here, though. Like, these little side areas, they're not really worth it earlier on. It's kind of just a time investment. But we're gonna get some reduced mana reservation. So that's gonna be over here. And that will really help out as well. But yeah, it doesn't really make sense to just stream on one platform anyways. Like, I think TikTok will be the one that dominates everything in the future. Because the organic reach on TikTok is insane. Like, on Twitch, yeah, there's not really... Unless you're like, hey guys, I'm streaming over on, like, Twitter and somehow use the right hashtags. But anyways, yeah, Vault Ruins, we basically just got to go all the way up. Now we're in the Northern Forest, and we're just going to continue. No, we're not ready, Einhard. We're just going to ignore him. But it seems like he just comes through anyways. So hopefully we can get the waypoint here, and we'll see if we can get a +1. Let's see if that's going to be a better upgrade. All right, here's the waypoint. Nice. So now we have one Orb of Alchemy, but I'm going to actually show you guys that unique that we got. This unique is absolutely terrible. Also, everything's all dark here. All right. So we can talk to all of them if we want to. Nothing here, but so if I sell the item, you'll see I get a scroll fragment. It wants me to identify the item. So if we identify it, the hexes applied by curse sockets are reflected. We'll talk more about curses later, but basically it's like a debuff. It's like reverse debuff, and then like when you die, you grant your allies frenzy charges. It's basically worthless though. So we get 12 alch shards for that, which is really great. So that'll put us at 18, which is awesome. And then we'll also identify this, see if we get something great. We get increased cast speed and added lightning damage to spells. That's actually an upgrade. Let's see if we can throw this on and squeeze it in here. So I really want to keep clarity. I don't think I can keep everything on here. This one over here, if I want to, I'm just going to use a jeweler's orb just to show you guys what it does. I wouldn't recommend using it on it. But like if we hit a three socket, cool. So you see how it has 2? Now it has 3. It doesn't always give you an upgrade. It randomizes it. We got lucky on that one. Now I want it to have like the correct colors. I don't really need green anywhere, so I'm going to hit it with this, and it's all blue. I think all blue is probably workable. So we're going to do... we definitely want to keep vitality. I'm going to put that in there, that in there. I want some skeletons for sure. Vitality, let's see. Holy Flame Totem. We can get rid of Holy Flame Totem. We don't really need it anymore. It served its purpose. We actually have another wand. Spell damage, fire damage, it's fine. I'm actually okay with this one since it has the colors. Well, actually it doesn't really have any of the specific colors we need, but I'm cool with it. I'm going to actually get an upgrade here. So what I want to do, because this is our Absolution build right here. Okay, so what I want to do is actually get a plus to Lighten, because this does absolutely nothing besides spell damage. We're actually going to go and now buy something. Now, this is actually completely optional. We're going to go to PoE.trade, or we can go to the Path of Exile trade. Do I know anything about Diablo 3? Yeah, I've played thousands of hours in Diablo 3, Diablo 2, Diablo 1, Medina XL. Like, I play a lot of the mods, too. Anyways, so there are 2 different websites we can use. There's PoE.trade, and there's also Path of Exile trade. And I will, if I remember, I'll link them. But if I don't, here, I'll have the websites here. Okay, so... both of the websites. So the Path of Exile trade website, here I'll throw it up on the screen. So what we're looking for is, wait, actually I have a tab opened up. Let me actually bring up that tab because I have that, okay, so I have a tab open up that has a +1. Okay, so it's this one, and did I have this one? All right, so this is, let's open up a Path of Exile trade as well. So there's the official website, and there's two different websites we can use for this. The official website looks like this. The other one looks way cleaner. This is the one I like. It's called PoE.trade. The other one is pathofexile.com/trade. So what we can do is we can look for an item with like the correct filter. So let's say we wanted, for example, oh, my face is kind of blocking it. Let's do it like this. Let's say we would want like a wand, but like you can see that it's just going to search for the keyword. If I go to the item category and type in, let's say wand, and then I go to like other stats on it, lightning, was it lightning skill, level all lightning skill gems. So if I hit this and I go search, it's going to search for all of them. Make sure you have the correct league set up. All right, let's see. Let's just go to any. Okay, so you can see there's some amulets with it, but it's basically the same thing. I just prefer the other website because I like how clean it looks. So all I looked up is level of all lightning spell skill gems. So I'm just going to hit search, and then right now I'm looking for a weapon or a shield that has this. So right now this is for 1 chromatic. I can get this. This is amazing. This is a great deal if I can get this. All I have to do is copy, click on the thing where it says copy, and then I just paste it in there, and then it will message them. And we're gonna have, sometimes it takes a second. It can really vary. There's a lot of times where like these people just don't respond, and it's really unfortunate that it happens, but yeah, welcome to Path of Exile, man. It just happens. So let's see, this one has increased cast speed. Here, I'll look at this, because that guy might not respond. Let's try this guy. So this one's, he's wanting 1 alchemy for this. This will be a pretty nice upgrade, so I definitely want to get this. And this is all optional. I will highly recommend it, but a lot of times people just, for whatever reason, don't respond. Let's see if we can get this one over here. This one has the correct colors already. So whisper that guy. And this guy doesn't respond. We'll go to the next guy. It's just kind of, it's a process, and I'm going to keep this whole thing uncut so you guys know and you guys feel the same pain that I feel when people don't respond. And it's like this. I don't know why the trading system is like this in this game, where they don't just have like a trade system where you can just buy it. The reason why they don't want that is because of, I guess, bots and stuff. But like at the same time, it makes it so frustrating to like want to buy an item, and the people just simply just never respond. Sometimes we will get no response, and it's like, it's very normal to get no response. Let's see if we can get a Asinus Chant, which is a helmet, because I actually really like this upgrade. This gives us extra cast speed, and if I can get a 3 or 2 socket one, that would be great. It was the cast speed. Well, what I would want on this is the highest cast speed. So I can also put in parameters like, for example, so this is Asinus Mark. I like this because it gives you lots of cast speed. I'm going to set the maximum buyout to 1 alchemy. So that means that all of them will show up, but the only ones that will show up is the maximum price will be 1 orb of alchemy. Then I can select cast speed, and it's going to give me the one that has the highest cast speed. All right. Usually, just as a heads up, the Chinese and the Russians tend to respond more than the American names. I don't know why. It's a thing, though. Let's see if we can get this off this guy. And if not, we go to the next one. Sometimes the servers can lag, especially earlier on. And, okay, this one looks like he's not going to respond. Usually I'll wait like 5-6 seconds, and if they don't respond, we go into next person. And then we go to the next one, and the next one, and that's just how it works. Also, make sure you're on the correct league. There's a little thing that will say, like, at the top, Sentinel. Otherwise, it'll be, like, standard. But, yeah, sometimes it just takes a while. We're going to go to the official website. But also, sometimes it's not really them not responding, because day 1, like I mentioned before, the servers can lag. Alright, so now we're going to go to max buyout. Where's the max buyout? Chaos Orb. Trade filters. Chaos Orb equivalent. We want alchemy. Orb of alchemy, maximum 1. Hit search. Usually people don't want to sell things for cheap. Oh, there's just none? Oh, wait, hold on. Did I search the wrong one? Maybe the trade website is actually broken right now. There are times, okay, you know what? I'm going to actually, usually it's not that bad. Usually, like, you whisper like 2 or 3 and they'll respond, but we got unlucky. It happens. So let's go. You're visiting a lot of older games. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I like I mentioned before, I feel like a lot of older games have a lot more innovation and ideas. There's a game called Lichdom Battle Mage that I thought was really ahead of its time. Same thing with like Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. Do we have an essence? Okay. I don't really want to throw... I could alch this and hit randomly something good on this, but it's okay. I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to see if the vendors have anything that we can purchase that would be maybe an upgrade. Because we have, what, 26? We can get 29%. That's not really worth a transmute, but, like, at the end of the day, it's like, there's really not that many upgrades here. If I had an essence, I would like to hit this with an essence, but I don't have an essence. Let's see if we have anything good here. You can take these and you can hope that you roll like an essence on it, but if there's any cast speed, that's kind of nice. But this thing is pretty bad, but I need it 3 linked, and I don't have any of these that are 3 linked. Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to say there's nothing here right now, and that happens. Sometimes you'll end up spending a very long time just looking at vendors, going to different trade websites. We got nothing, so let's go ahead and continue. Oh, we're playing DMC3. Oh, DMC3 is a great game. I like all the DMC games, like even DMC Devil May Cry. I love those. There's actually another action RPG called V's Rising that is coming up pretty soon on the 17th for the beta. So we'll also check out that game. So there's 2 exits here. There's the Dread Thicket, and then there's the actual correct way to go. So we're actually not needing to go to the Dread Thicket, but we'll go to the other one. Woo, we leveled up. I think actually if we go up is where we need to go. Grab the armor scrap.
That was a great
But yeah, that's the basics of trading. You just copy and paste it like text. It's a hassle though. I really think they need to fix the trade system. That's something that I feel like it's like literally so old. Like it's almost like the game was made in like the Diablo era, where you'd like post on a forum, you'd be like, hey, I got this item for trade, or you'd be spamming the all chat. Actually, I can throw up where's it, trade chat too, so you guys can see like people will spam stuff for trade. But right now, I guess maybe my guess is the trade is broken. This happens again almost every single league in the very beginning. At least we could log in and play the game. Honestly, a lot of times Path of Exile day 1, the server's just too many people are logging in, and that happens with a lot of games, you know, just day 1, just people are too excited, they all want to get on the game, and servers are just like, nope. But at least we can play. The trade servers are just probably having some issues. But hello, MBL. How do I feel about your size, what you like to play? Do I like larger streams or smaller streams? So like I know I've streamed with so many people, like I've had 1,000+ people in the chat before, and it's hard to keep up sometimes. But like at the same time, like sometimes I'm so focused in on the game, and it depends on the game that I'm playing. Like if I'm playing like a turn-based game like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering or Duelist, I'm trying to think of all the other turn-based games that I've streamed. Like I can pay attention to chat a lot more, but some games I can't leave my screen for like a second. Like, you know, you turn around in Overwatch for a few seconds, you're dead. Oh, also this is Desecrate. I probably should show you. So it spawns corpses. We can now use these corpses to spawn in zombies, and it's specifically used against bosses. Other than that, I would just summon the things, you know, without. Oh yeah, StarCraft 2 for sure. I'm so sad that they stopped making StarCraft content. I wish they would keep on coming out with those expansion packs. Those were so fun. But games. Well, I also think StarCraft doesn't appeal to like the younger audience. You know, I mean, like if you told someone, and this is even the same thing with Path of Exile. If you were to tell or a Fortnite player, hey, this is Path of Exile, it's a really cool game, and they hopped into it, I don't know, I think their mind would be blown, to be honest, because like there's just like, so you open the skill tree and people are like, oh my gosh, and then I tell them, hold on, there's more, and each class has three other mini skill trees inside of the skill tree, and you can use skill gems to build the skill tree. Am I scared? And by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube as the playthrough guide, don't worry, I'll show you guys everything. It's really not that complicated once you understand it. It's just this game does require like you need like a master's degree in engineering to understand. It seems like that, and I understand why, because there's just so much content. Grab the fusers. Make sure you grab all your fusers. You're going to need hundreds of those later to RNG a chance at getting what you want. StarCraft is too hard. Yeah, oh yeah, StarCraft is way too hard. Even Fortnite is too hard. Like the new like no build mode. It's cool to see that they're like trying. You know, like Fortnite out of all the games tries harder than any other game to always keep their players interested, and I can really respect that. Like they always come out with something new, even if it's broken. But like the game generates so much revenue, they probably have enough people and staff to keep on making new things, which is awesome, you know. Because some games get a lot of money and they're just like cool, and they just don't release new content, and it's sad. Like Path of Exile, they got Path of Exile 2 in the works, and we're still getting, you know, consistent updates for the game, which is awesome. And this is like one of the best builds in the entire game. And we're gonna level up all the gems. Alright, let's go power up these monsters, see if we get something good. Okay, we've powered him up. Let's see what he drops. A Grand Life Flask? That was his drop? That was a little disappointing. Alright, well, let's keep on going. But you can see our mana is still having some issues. If we didn't get that Alira quest, oh, it'd be even worse. Because this only costs 21 mana. And we're gaining an extra 5 per second by doing the Alira quest. So this area is kind of a maze, to be honest. But we're going to be coming up to the boss. And hopefully the trade will be back up. If you're watching this like the second day, the servers are probably going to be up. It's usually just the first like week is kind of rough. Like the trade can just go down at any moment. But at least you know what you're kind of looking for is specifically getting the plus lightning skill gems. And you want to get either 2 wands, 2 scepters, or 1 wand or 1 scepter, and then a shield that has it. You can get it on a shield as well. And that will give you plus 2 levels to Absolution is massive. Oh, you haven't put no build in Fortnite? I mean, I recommend everyone to try the no build in Fortnite because, you know, it's different. And there's like no skill base. Like as a squad, we dropped 55 kills. That's the highest I've ever gotten in any squad game. Like,
I need more mana.
it's like that's more than half the players that dropped, you know? But I don't know, for me, like what attracted me to Fortnite was the complexity of the building. But it was cool to play without it. Watch out for those, by the way, when those like make a sound. A lot of things will make a sound before they like the explosion. But some of the boss mechanics are weird. Like in Act 3, the final boss, he has a mechanic where like, if I didn't tell you, you'd probably die to it, and you'll see when we come up to it. Oh yeah, yeah, Ninja Tifu, they both came back to the game. Like a lot of popular streamers that used to play Fortnite, like that like just left for other games, because I totally get getting burnt out by games. That's why I stream so many games, because like I don't want to get tired of my game. Because what happens a lot with any content creator for any game, I feel like, is they put themselves in a hole where they can only play that game or that genre of games. And for me, like, it's a smarter thing to do, though, for sure. You'll grow as a streamer much faster. Well, okay, important thing, though, we'll throw up a portal. But yeah, if you do the same thing for too long, you're just going to get bored of it. Oh, also in the back, there's a crafting recipe. We're going to click on that, and we'll get the crafting recipe. So spell damage, rank 1. So how crafting works in this game, we'll dip into it a lot later on, because crafting early on is really not worth it. You're just wasting stuff. But now we can also create corpses, so like when we need them, we can. But you can only have so many corpses. It creates, what is it, 10 corpses are allowed. So this boss over here, he's pretty easy. So once he goes away, he'll summon a bunch of small things. He has a laser beam. Just stay away from him. Also, watch for the falling rocks, because those can do good damage too, but our survivability is pretty good. He didn't do the laser beam. I think we're going to kill him before he can do it. Okay. Well, he'll do this thing where he charges up and has a laser beam, but, I mean, if you're following this build guy, you'll have enough damage to melt him like I did. And we have killed the final act boss of Act 2. And now we're going to working our way up to Act 3. And in Act 3, we'll be getting some new little fun things to play around with as well. But yeah, this build is just so good. Let's activate the Sentinel. But anyways, yeah, going back to your question, MBL, I don't care if I have a small stream or a big stream. Like, for me, like, sometimes I can't just pay attention to the chat, and that kind of sucks. And I totally get it where people feel like, because I've gone into a streamer's chat and asked them a question, it feels weird when they don't respond, right? You're like, what the heck, why don't you respond? And sometimes they don't see it. It's not even that they don't care to answer. It's because they're trying to pay attention to the game and that. Oh, we got a 4 link. Now, this one is armor and evasion rating, so it's going to be a higher chance to roll reds and greens. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it is a 4 link, so we might try to roll colors. We can try. Why not, right? Let's go for it. Do I recommend it? Probably not. I mean, I would like for it to have 2 blues, which is considered off colors. The chances of it getting 3 blues are just so bad. I mean, I'll at least identify it. We'll see if it's good enough. It's just life. It's probably not worth rolling on it, but I want a 4 link for sure. Like, in this act, we'll probably get one. I mean, we could buy one real easy, but the trade website's down, so we'll try to mess around with that. Alright, so now we have just gotten to Act 3, so we'll go ahead and talk. Oh, and I'll show you guys the town. It takes a while to get there, though. Alright, so we got to go to all the NPCs. You don't have to talk to them, but Clarissa will tell you thank you for saving her. Because we saved her.
Bring me back something nice.
And we have 2 extra skill points, and what we're going to do is put them in over here. And what we're going to try to get is this reservation efficiency. So instead of it reserving, let's say, because these reserve a flat number, these reserve percentages. So instead of it reserving, well, 25% of whatever the number is, it's going to reduce that amount, so we'll have more mana. So we don't have mana problems as much mana problems. But early on PoE, that's just kind of how the game is. So over here, we can get 2 stone rings. These are really great to get essences, to use these for essences. So right now, like let's look at our resistances. We don't have cold and lightning. So if we go to purchase, we can go for cold and lightning. Now this one is a blue one. We don't want a blue one though. We want a white one. Now they don't have them, so we'll come back later and check her out and see if she's got a much better one. You can also check if you want like certain links, but we can also check the vendor over here. And that will pretty much wrap things up for this one. Okay, so there's also one real quick thing. So this is the Ascendancy Plat, and we'll be getting the next one in the next part, and then we're gonna have to do a couple more, and then we'll be able to get our like advanced class. But this is gonna go ahead and end on our part 2 of a walkthrough, and we have Act 2 complete, and the next part will be on Act 3. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Peace.